Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Alicia and today we are going to be talking about my September TBR. It is a little on the lengthy side, but I am confident that I will be able to get through most of these. And some of these were even picked using my reading challenge, which you should have seen in the previous video. If not, there will be a link to the video down in the description. So let's get to the books. So yes, this is the first month of me doing my reading challenge, and this is a challenge to hopefully read more and get them off of my shelves than instead of just buying and setting them aside to read later. I would like to dwindle down my unread books pile, so that is where the reading challenge comes in. But I'll go through the books and I'll tell you what number they were as I go, because some of these I did a random number generator and that is where these numbers come in. So real quick before we get into the books, I did want to show that I do have a small like dot grid book, and I took the time to write down every single unread book that is on my TBR. I know that we are all bookish friends here, so I will reveal the final number that I have in here, because I know that some of you may have less than I do on your unread TBR, but there are also some of us friends that have a lot more than I do, so I feel comfortable sharing this. But as of me finishing this notebook, I still have pages to write in. Some of it has not been written on, some of it has been written on. So I've set it up, and then what I've done is I've put a number, the title, and then a place where I can check it off if I've read it. And that total number of unread, and this is just physical TBR. I don't have an e-reader, so everything is going to be a physical copy. But I have 914 unread books on my shelves. It is definitely a case of I buy more than I read, or I can buy faster than I can read them. So we're going to change that up, and we are going to change that for sure. I want to try to read more and get these books off the list before I buy more. Now that's not saying that I will just completely stop buying books, but I want to be able to read more than what I have and not just buy the books. So I'm limiting myself on what I buy. So let's get into the TBR. If I say a number with the book, it's because that is the number that is in this book. Okay? So the first one does not have a number, but this is for my book club, the Reading by Candlelight book club that I host with Sam over at Yarn Reader and Katie from Kit Kats Can Read. We discuss a book every month, unless otherwise like stated, but we try to do one a month, and then so like August we discuss in September, and so on and so on. But for September, we will be reading A Light in the Flame. This is book 2 in the Flesh and Fire novel series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is like a spin-off or a tie-in to the From Blood and Ash series, so we will be continuing with the series as a whole. I look forward to that one because I'm really enjoying both sides. The next one is for a second book club that I'm participating in called the Shoreleaf Book Club over at Kelly's channel from Cursed Dragonship. I will have a link to her channel down below, but this is book 2 in the Misplaced Mercenaries series, and this one is Blow Out the Candle When You Leave by Kevin Petway. I really enjoyed the first one, so I look forward to continuing the adventures in book 2. Now, you know I always have a nonfiction to read, and it just so happened that I just acquired this book last month, and actually I think it was back in July, but either way, it was recently acquired, and it came up in the random generator for nonfiction. I have a list of nonfiction books that I own, and this one came up. So we'll be reading The Woman in Me by Britney Spears. I look forward to seeing what she has to say. I've heard interesting things about this, so we'll see. Also this month I will be continuing along with the Twilight read-along over at Donna Marie Reads channel. I will also have a link in the description for her channel. But last month we started by reading Twilight, so this month we are continuing and reading New Moon. Now, I do have to finish reading Twilight or rereading Twilight, but I look forward to getting into this one. I love rereading this series. The next one, and this is one of the first ones that got a number generated pick, and this one was number 897 on the unread TBR list, and that is Belle by Cameron Doki. I don't remember where or when I got this one, but it's a short read. Unfortunately, I was not able to find an audiobook for it, so I will be reading it with my eyeballs. Not that that's a bad thing, but this is a retelling of Belle from Beauty and the Beast, so we'll see how it goes, especially since it's so short, so small. I think this is like, yeah, it's like 204 pages, so we'll see. The next one, this kind of ties in now that we're getting into fall. I wanted to try to pick some fall reads, so I picked Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice by Katie Cicatella. I think I butchered that name, but this is the title. So we're tying in, getting some fall vibes going. I do have to finish reading Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is also a reading by Candlelight Book Club pick. This was for August, so I need to read it in order to discuss it later this month. The next one on my list, this was also a number generated from the unread TBR list. This was number 510. But we have Angel Fire by Courtney Allison Moulton. This is an older read, I think, because this has been on my shelves for quite some time. I'm trying to find where it was published or when. Published back in 2011. I don't think I've owned it quite that long, but it's been on my shelves for quite a bit. And I believe this is the first book in a series, so we'll see how this one goes, and then I might continue. The next one is a new one, and it is also a fall vibe one. So you may see this one on the August TBR as well, because that's when I got it. But this is Fall I Want by Lyra Parrish. This one just set the vibes. I was like, this was the one that when I got it, I was like, I need to find to see if I have more fall vibe or fall cozy reads, because I want to read some. And then I saw it had sprayed edges. These are very like detailed sprayed edges. So I'm excited. I'm really interested to see where this goes. And I'm here for it. This one, all I'll read on the back, it says that it is a feel-good, spicy, small-town romantic comedy with a billionaire who falls first and harder. We'll see what happens. I'm excited for it, though. The next one was also a number-generated one from the unread TBR. This was number 437, and it's Going Vintage by Lindsay Levitt. This one sounds really interesting, so I plan on reading it and seeing how I like it. I love the colors of the cover and just the cover in general, so I look forward to that. Last two books. This one is for a book club reading sprints. It's for Paula and Chantel's. They're doing a book club, and once I found out that they were reading this one, I wanted to join them. So for the month of September, they are reading Zom Rom-Com by Olivia Dade. Now, I've never read anything by Olivia Dade, so this is a first for me. But it looks interesting just by the cover. We are coming up on Halloween, so zombies, witches, vampires, all of the things. This one has zombies, so why not? I look forward to reading it. And the last one was also a number-generated unread TBR pick. This one seems to have fallen into the nonfiction category. This was number 54. This is Paganism: An Introduction to Earth-Centered Religions by Joyce and River Higginbotham. I don't know. I remember picking this one up mainly because I wanted to learn more about the Earth-Centered Religions. Not that I am too religious myself, but it seemed interesting. And so I figured I would give it a read. I have yet to read it, so now we're going to get that time to read it. But it still sounds interesting. And I look forward to learning more. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hopefully nothing, but we'll see what happens. But that is my TBR for the month of September. Leave me a comment down below if you think I will get through however many books. Leave me a number. Leave me a guess at how many books you think I will get through. Because I have a total of 11 to 12 books. So leave me a comment to let me know your guess on how many you think I will read in September. And that is all. Well, that is it for this video, guys. If you've made it this far, leave me some sort of fall emoji, falling leaves, or a pumpkin, something cozy. But that is all for my TBR video. Hopefully I can get through the majority of these and earn the funds through my reading challenge and get some books read. And I will see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to comment and like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!